everyone. Today again I am here to take you in new world of mathematics. Now you have learned about integers in our previous video, so our integers is completed there. Now we will start our next topic, that is fraction and decimal. That is your chapter second. Our first part is fraction, so here I am started the fraction part. I think you all have must aware about the fraction, because fraction is the things we have to learn in the fraction is basic of fraction, type of fraction, lowest common denomination of fraction, multiplication of fraction, division of fraction, addition of fraction, subtraction of fraction, and order of operation, right? But I think you all know, all we must aware about the basic of fraction, but I want to recall you about the basic of fraction. So here we will first learn what is fraction and how the thing which things we can do with the help of the fraction. Here is the definition of fraction. Fraction are a part of whole. Do you know what is the means of part of whole? Whole means we are taking 1, right? And part of whole, it means we will have to divide the 1 in the multiple parts. But 1 is a single number. How we will divide the 1 in a multiple parts? That we will divide with the help of fraction. We use fraction all the time. We are having lots of example where you are using the fraction, like if you are eating a cake, then how much part you have eaten, that you will calculate by the fraction. You have seen the pizza is having the parts, then how much parts you have eat, that we will learn in our next slides. So here the thing is given, have you ever used a steel tape or a ruler? That also the example of the fraction, steel tape or a ruler. So you all must aware about the ruler. Inches are divided into parts, so you have seen the ruler. In that ruler there is a centimeter, meter and inches is there, so that will be divided into the parts. Like here I have taken one example here, that is one whole is given, that is divided into the parts. The middle line you have seen, that middle line divide that into the two parts, right? After that you have seen here half. Here it is the 1, it is the half part, and it is the 1/4 part, and the next one is the 1/8, and the last one is 1/16. What does it means? It means the first line is indicate the whole part, second line is indicate the half part, third line is indicate the 4 part, fourth line is indicate the 8 part, and the fifth line is indicate the 16 parts, right? There that is the basic of the fraction. Now in the fraction, the most important thing, how we will write the fraction. So fraction is written like this method, that is given here, that it is a written form of the fraction. Here you have seen 3 and 8, and the middle line is given, right? So what it is written, the number in the north, you have seen here, n is the numerator. Two things you have seen here, the common. North, you know, the upper side is our north, so here numerator is our upper one, the number that is down is the denominator. Here you have seen D, down, denominator, both are indicating with the D. Down means the below part, so here 8 is our denominator. So how we will write the fraction? 3/8. 3 our numerator and 8 is our denominator. One example I have taken, you have seen here the box. In this box, how many how many small boxes are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Total is there. In the denominator always we are writing the total number of parts. So here you have seen 8 is there. Now they have told us that we will have to find out how many yellow. So 1, 2 and 3. How many yellow is there? 3. So in the numerator we will write 3. Now they have asked how much of block is red. Total 1 to 8 is there. So in denominator we will write the 8 and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 8 red is our 5. So the fraction is 5 by 8. Now here the types of fraction. You all must be aware about the types of fraction because you all have learned in your previous class. Again I want to recall you about the types of fraction. Our first is proper fraction. I think you all must aware about the proper fraction. The numerator is smaller than the denominator. Numerator and denominator I have clear. Numerator is your upper part and denominator is your lower part. So what the proper fraction? If the numerator is smaller than the denominator. So here our numerator is 3 and denominator is 8 and 3 is less than 8, that's why it is a proper fraction. And second example, 7 and 9. 7 is the smaller and smaller than 9, so it is also our proper fraction. Now improper fraction is just opposite to the proper fraction. The numerator is larger than the denominator. Now here the numerator is always larger than the denominator. 7 and 5. 7 is larger than the 5, so it is in the improper fraction. And 9 and 2. 9 is larger than 2, so that is also a improper fraction. Now equivalent fraction. Equivalent means you all understand equal. Equal means if we are having the same thing, equal thing. Equivalent fraction are those which are written with different numerator and denominator pair but the result is same. You understand? If we are having two fraction and both are written like it is there 2 upon 3 and 8 upon 12. These two is written, you will see here, you will see what you have seen, 2 by 3 is different and 8 by 12 is different. But when you will solve this, you are getting the same fraction. Like 8 is divisible by 8 is come in the 4 table, so it is 2 times, and 12 is come in also in 4 table, that is 3 times. Now you have seen here 2 by 3 and 2 by 3, right? So these two are the equivalent fraction. Now we will come to the mixed fraction. When a fraction is composed of a whole number and a fraction. Whole number I have explained you in the integers, the number which is started from 0 to infinity. So here they have told the composition of whole number and a fraction. Composition of whole number means you have seen here 3 is written, that is our whole number, and 2 by 3 is our fraction. So we will write the mixed fraction in the form of a whole number and a fraction. Now next one is like fraction. When a fraction have same denominator. Remember this thing, same denominator, not numerator. Whenever we are having the same denominator, it means the fractions are like fractions. Now here we will understand how we will convert a mixed fraction in a fraction, improper fraction, and how improper fraction is converted into the mixed fraction. You all must aware about it, but I'll recall you the things only. So mixed fraction I have already told you, one whole number and the fraction. Now here 2 1 by 3 is written and we will have to convert it into the improper fraction. So how we will convert this? What we will have to do? We have to multiply 2 multiply by 3 and we will have to add 1, and in the denominator whatever it is written, that is same. Now we will multiply 2 multiply 3, it is 6. 6 plus 1 upon 3, it is 7 upon 3. So it means the improper fraction of the mixed fraction is 7 upon 3, right? Here also it is solved. that 2 by 3 is written. Here they have written 6 upon 3. They have multiplied 2 and 3, that is 6 upon 3 plus 1, it is written 1 upon 3. Now 6 plus 1 upon 3, 7 upon 3. Now how we will convert the improper fraction into the mixed fraction? It is shown here 7, that is numerator, and 3, that is denominator. We have to divide the numerator by the denominator. So 3 is 2 ja 6 and 2 is there, and how much is remaining? 1. So we will write remainder part in the numerator, denominator is as it is same, and the fraction part is our question. So here I have written it is written 2 1 by 3. Like that we will convert it mixed fraction into improper fraction and improper fraction into the mixed fraction. Now we will come to the equivalent fraction. Definition I have already told you, again I will repeat it. An equivalent fraction is one that has the same value and position on the number line but has a different denominator. There also the denominator and numerator are different, but when we have solved, so what we are getting the same fraction, it means equivalent fraction. So, same thing we have to do here, like 1 upon 2 is given, right? So for making the equivalent fraction, for write down the equivalent fraction, what we will have to do, we have to multiply that 1 by 2 by 3. So here it is 3 upon 6. Now 1 upon 4, the second example is taken. 1 upon 4 is multiplied by 3, so it's 3 upon 12. It means 3 by 6 is equal to 1 by 2 and 1 by 4 is equal to 3 by 12. But they are having the different value. Numerator is also different, denominator is also different, but they are equivalent because we have multiplied their numerator and denominator with the same table. Right, now the next is written here, equivalent fraction can be found by multiplying the denominator and numerator by same multiple, that result to 1. Same thing I have told. What we will have to do for making any fraction equivalent, we have to multiply the numerator and denominator with the same number. Right, now we will come to our example. Here we will have to find out, is 14 by 21 and 13 by 45 is equal. First you see here the example. Are you able to find out without solving this कि these are equal or not? No. So here we will have to solve it. 14 by 21. First we will have to reduce it. Reduce it means we will have to divide it into the same, divide by the same table. 14 and 21 both are come in the 7 table, so it is divided by 7. 14 comes in the 7 table 2 times and 21 comes in the 7 table 3 times. It means it is 2 by 3. Now next is our 30 by 45. 30 and 45 both are come in the table of 5. So 30 by 45 is divided by 5. So we are getting 6 and 9. 6 and 9 is not our prime number. So again we will have to convert, and both are come in the same table, that is 3. So it is divisible by 3. It is again we are getting 2 by 3. We will have to reduce till then when the both numerator and denominator we are not getting in the same table. So it means 2 by 3, 2 by 3. It means 14 by 21 and 30 and 25 both are equal. Like that we will find out that how we can solve that, how we can identify that two fractions are equivalent or. Here is our simplify fraction or reducing fraction. Simplify and reducing both are the same thing. Reducing means we will have to divide the fraction till then when we are not getting the numerator and denominator both come in the same table. So simplify means finding an equivalent fraction with lowest denominator by making a special form of 1 to equal. Like here it is given 12 upon 18. So first we will have to identify that 12 and 18 is come in which table. Both. Think about this. Both are come in the 6 table. So right. So it means it is divided. It is multiplied by 6. So we are getting, or you can do like that. 6, 12 is there. So you are getting 2 times So here it is written 2. Next 18 is divided by 6 times, you are getting 3. So here it is written 3, right? It means we have to multiply 6 in both them, so we are getting 12 and 18. So it is 2 upon 3 is written in next step, and 6 is divided by 6, so we are getting 1. It means the reducing form of 12 upon 18 is 2 upon 3. Now it is our second method, and this one is easiest method. 12 upon 18 is written. I have already told you that 12 and 18 both are come in the 6th table. So directly we will divide it, and we are getting the simplest form of the fraction. Here the comparison of fraction. You can do the comparison of fraction when you will learn the equivalent fraction and like fraction, unlike fraction. First is written for like fraction. For like fraction, it is very easy to compare the fraction because our denominator is same. So we will have to compare with the help of numerator. Here it is 5 and it is 2. Which one is greater? 5 is greater. That's why 5 by 7 is greater than 2 by 7. In the next one, 8 and 8, both denominator are same. So with the help of numerator we will find out 3 and 7. Which one is greater? 7. It means 7 by 8 is greater than 3 by 8. Next, 3 by 8 and 5 1 by 8. 8 and 8 is greater. First we will have to solve. 3 multiplied by 8 is 24. 24 plus 3, 27. Right? And 5 8 is 40. 40 plus 1, 41. Now which one is greater? 41. That's why 5 1 by 8 is greater than 3 by 8. Now when for unlike fraction, like fraction, it is very easy. For unlike fraction we will have to do some method, like 3 by 7 is given and 2 by 3 is given. Now we will find out by the cross multiply. We will cross multiply means 3 multiply by 3. Here 3 is, that is cross multiply, and 7 is multiply by 2. Now what you are getting? 3 multiplied by 3 is 9. 7 multiplied by 2 is 14. Which one is greater? 14 is greater. It means 2 by 3 is greater than 3 by 7. Now we will come to second one. 5 by 4 and 3 by 4. Again we will have to do the cross multiply. 5 multiply by 4 and 4 multiply by 3. Here it is 20 and it is 12. Which one is greater? 20. It means 5 by 4 is greater than 3 by 4. Or directly you can find out, because 4 and 4 denominator are same. So we will find out with the help of numerator, 5 and 3. Which one is greater? 5. That's why 5 by 4 is greater than 3 by 4. Like that we will find out, we will compare the fraction also. Here you have seen we have to find out the equivalent fraction, right? Equivalent fraction 3 by 5 they have given, and we have to find out in the denominator 20 they have given. We have to find out the numerator. How the 20 will become? So here is a method. We will divide 20 by 5, right? How many times in the 5 table you are getting 20? 4 times. So it means 3 by 5 is multiplied by 4. So here denominator is 20 and numerator is 12. So it means 3 by 5 is equal to 12 by 20. Like that we will find out the equivalent fraction also. Now you all must have about the basic of fraction. Now we will come to our second part, that is addition of fraction. Same thing is there. We first will adding the fraction with the like fraction. You have seen here it is written like fraction. Addition of fraction with equal denominator. Like fraction, you know, whenever denominator is equal. So like fraction 8 and 8. It is very easy. Like fraction addition is very easy. What you have to do, only 8 is written in the denominator and then 1 plus 3. It's 4 by 8. That is our simple answer. It is written 1 plus 3, 4 by 8, and when we will reduce it, both 4 and 8 come in the 4 table. 4 1 is 4, 4 2 is 8, right? Now some students is having confusion. They will like that 8 plus 8, it will never happen. If denominator are same, then we will write denominator only a single time. We will not write the 2 times. It is written, that is the wrong method, right? So be aware and be aware whenever you are solving the addition of the integer. Now addition of fraction with unlike fraction. Addition of fraction with different denominator. Unlike fraction, you all understand that different denominator. Now 1 by 3 is given and 2 by 5 is given. How we will solve? 1 by 3 and 2 by 5 is given. So here are two methods to solve this. First, we will have to make their denominator same. How we will making the denominator same? It is given here 1 by 3. 1 by 3 is given, right? First, we will take the LCM of 3 and 5. LCM of 3 and 5 is 15. You all know about how we will take the LCM of number. So LCM of 3 and 5 is 15. It means you will have to make the denominator 15. 3 is there. So for making the 3 15, we have to multiply it by 5. Now it is 15 and 1, it is 5. Same thing here, we will have to multiply that 5 15. So we will have to multiply it by 3. Whenever we are multiplying any number, so we will multiply in both numerator and denominator. So here it is 15 and here it is 6. So what you are getting? 5 upon 15 and 6 upon 15. So we will write, here it is written 5 upon 15 and 6 upon 15. Now our denominator are same. Whenever our denominator are same, so what we are doing? We are writing denominator as it is, and 5 plus 6 is 11. So here the answer is 11 upon 15. Like that we are doing our addition of fraction when the denominator are not same. Now we are come to the subtraction part. Same thing we are doing with the subtraction, like that we are doing with the addition. Subtraction of fraction with like fraction is same that of addition of fraction. Now we will come when the unlike fraction is given, right? It means denominator are different. So 2 by 3 is given and 2 by 5 is given. Here you don't be confused because the numerator are same. We don't have to do anything. If the numerator are same, we can we will have to focus only our denominator part, right? Now here we will have to find out LCM of 3 and 5. Again it is 15. It means you will have to make that 3 and 5 is 15. So 2 by 3 is given. So we will have to make that 3 by 5. So we are getting 15 and 2 by 5 we are getting 10. Then again 2 by 5 is there. We will have to multiply it by 3. So we are getting 16, 15 and in numerator 6. Now 10 upon 15 minus 6 upon 15. 15 is written single time and 10 minus 6. So answer is 4 upon 5. So when the subtraction of fraction is exactly same as the addition of fraction. Only the different thing is their sign. There is the sign of addition and here is the sign of subtraction. Here a sum is given in which you can see the mixed fraction is given. Here we will have to do the subtraction of a mixed fraction. So what we will have to do? We have to first convert that mixed fraction into the improper fraction, right? So what we will do? 3 multiplied by 4 plus 1, it is written here, and 1 multiplied by 2 plus 1, it is also written here. 3 multiplied by 4 is 12 plus 1 is 13 by 4. 2 multiplied by 1 2 plus 1 is 3 by 2, it is also written here. Now we will have to take the LCM of 4 and 2. So 2 in 2 table, 4 is 2 times and 2 is 1 times 2 1. Now 2 multiplied by 2 is 4. It means LCM is 4. It means you will have to make the denominator 4. First one is already given 4, so no need to make, and the second one 3 by 2 is given, so we will have to make that denominator 4. So we will multiply it by 2 by 2, right? So 2 by 2 for making 13 by 4, it is written. 3 multiplied by 2 is 6 and 2 multiplied by 2 is 4. It's 6 by 4. Now both the denominator are same, so 4 is written. 13 minus 6 is 7. 7 by 4 is written. Now we will have to convert that into the mixed fraction, because our question is given into the mixed fraction, so answer will also come in the mixed fraction if the answer is come with the improper fraction. Now we will divide 7 by 4. So 4 1 ja 4. How much is remaining? 3, right? So remaining part we are writing into the numerator. Denominator is exactly same and the quotient is our whole part, so we will write here. So it is 1 3 by 4. It is our answer. Now we will start with our classwork. Here for more understand about the fraction, I have solved here some sums that will clear your concept about the fraction. So start our classwork. First question is evaluate, right? So here I have taken one question, that is addition of fraction. You have seen here two terms, 3 by 7 and 2 by 5, right? So what we will have to do, first we will have to make the denominator same. How we will make the denominator same? By taking the LCM of 7 and 5. So you know how we will do the LCM 7 and 5. So first it is multiply by, divide by 5, 7 and 1, then 7, 1 and 1. So 5 multiply by 7, it's 35. It means LCM is 35, right? Now we will have to make the denominator 35. So in 7 table how much time 35 is come? 5 times. It means you will have to multiply both numerator and denominator by 5, so it's 15 by 35. Now in second one 2 upon 5 is given. In 5 table 35 is come 7 times, so we will multiply 7 numerator and denominator, it's 14 by 35. Now I have written 15 upon 35 and 14 by 35. 35 we will write one time because the denominator are same, and 15 plus 14 is 29 by 35. Now here numerator is smaller than denominator, so it is proper fraction, right? Now we will come to our second question. Here I have taken one subtraction. Here 4 minus 2 upon 3 is given, right? Whenever the denominator is not given, so we will take 1 in the denominator. So I have written here 4 upon 1 minus 2 upon 3. Now again we will have to take the LCM of 3 and 1. So the LCM is 3. So I have written here LCM is 3. It means we will have to make both the denominator 3. So 4 by 1 in one table 3 come 3 times, so we will have to multiply both the number by 3, so it's 12 by 3. 2 by 3 already 3 is there, so we will multiply it by 1, or you cannot multiply, it's up to you. So it's 2 by 3. Now I have written 12 by 3 minus 2 upon 3. Denominator are same, so we will write one time 12 minus 2. Now it is, when we will subtract 2 from 12, we are getting 10. It's 10 upon 3. Now it is improper fraction, so we will have to convert it into mixed fraction, right? So 3 3s are 9 and 1. Now the remaining part or remainder is in the numerator. The quotient is our whole number and the denominator as it is same, or our, so our answer is 3 1 by 3. Now the next example, 5 upon 7 minus 2 upon 3 plus 4 upon 9. Same thing we will have to do. We have to first make the denominator same. For that we will have to take the LCM of 7, 3 and 9. So first we will divide it by 3, it's 1 and 3 times, and again it is divisible by 3 one time. Now it is 7. So 3 multiply 3 multiply 7, so we are getting 63. It means the denominator is 63. Now we will have to make all the denominator 63. First 5 upon 9 our fraction, 5 upon 7 upon fraction. In 7 table 9 is come 6 in 7 table 63 is come 9 times, so we will have to multiply both numerator and denominator with 9. So it's 45 by 63, 2 by 3. Here we cannot find out in how much time 63 is come in 3 table, so we will simply divide it by 3. We are getting 2, then 3, it's 1, then again 3. It means how much time? 23. So here we will have to multiply both numerator and denominator by 3. It's 42 upon 3. Now 4 upon 9. Now in 9 table 63 is come 7 times, so we will have to multiply both numerator and denominator by 7. So it's 28 by 63. Now we have written 45 upon 63, 42 by 63 and 28 by 63. 63 is same, so we will write one time. Now 45 minus 42 plus 28. We will have to subtract 42 from 45. So it's 3 plus 28. Answer is 31 upon 63. It is the proper fraction, so no need to convert into the mixed fraction. Now we will come to our question 4, that is 2 1 by 3 plus 5 1 by 2. It means here they have given in the mixed fraction, so we will have to convert it into the improper fraction. Same thing, 2 multiply by 3 plus 1 upon 3, it's 6 upon 6 plus 1 upon 3, 7 by 3. Now 5 multiply by 2 plus 1, 10 plus 1, it's 11 by 2. Now we are getting our fraction, that is 7 by 3 and 11 by 3. We will have to take the LCM of 3 and 2. LCM of 3 and 2 is 6. So here the LCM is 6. Now we will have to make both the denominator 6. 7 by 3. In 3 table 6 is comes 2 times. We will multiply by 2. It's 14 by 6. 11 by 2. In 2 table 6 is come 3 times, so we will multiply it by 3. It's 33 by 6. Now I have written 14 plus 33 upon 6. When we will multiply both the things, we are getting 47 upon 6. Now we will have to convert it into the mixed fraction. So 47 and 6. In 6 table 7 times 42 and 5 is remaining. Remainder part is the numerator 6 as it is on their place, and the quotient is our whole part. So it's 7, 5 by 6 is our answer. Now the next question, arrange in ascending order. Now we will have to arrange the number in the fraction in the ascending order. For the same method is there for arranging the ascending or descending order. We will have to make their denominator same, and with the help of numerator we will find out which fraction is greater and which fraction is smaller. The first we will have to take the LCM of 8, 10, 7 and 5. So I am taking here 8, 10, 7 and 5. First it is divisible by 2. 2 4s are 2 5s are 7 is as it is, and 5 again 2 times 5, 7 and 5 again 2 times 1, 5, 7 and 5 again 5. Now 5 1, 5, 7 and 1. Now 7 times 1, 1, 1, 1. Now you have seen here 2 multiply by 2, 2 multiply by 2, multiply by 2, 5 multiply by 7. Right? So what we are getting? 280. It means LCM of 8, 10, 7 and 5 is 280. Now we will have to make all the denominator 280. So here first fraction is 8. So we will divide 280 by 8. Right? 8 3s are 24. 4 is remaining. 8 5s are 40. Right? So it means we will have to multiply numerator and denominator by 35. So it's 35 upon 280. Next 3 upon 10 is there. We will divide 280 by 10. 2 times 20. 8 is remaining. 8 times 80. It means we will have to multiply numerator and denominator by 28. So we are getting 84 by 28. Next 7 2 by 7, we will have to multiply 280 by 7. It's 4 times and 0. So it's 40. When we will multiply, we are getting 80 upon 280. Next, 4 upon 5, we have to find out by which number we will have to multiply. 280 by 5. 5 5s are 25 and 30. 5 6 are 30. When we will multiply 56 in both the number, we are getting 224 upon 280. Now with the help of numerator, we will find out what is the ascending order. Ascending order means smaller to larger. Here, which one is the smaller numerator? Exactly 35. After that 80, then 84, and at last 224. So our first number is 35 upon 280, then 80 upon 280, 84 upon 280, and in the end 224 upon 280. Right? The ascending order I have written like this. 35 upon 280 is the fraction of 1 by 8. 80 upon 280 is the fraction of 2 by 7. Next, 84 upon 280 is the fraction of 3 by 10. And then in the last, 224 is the fraction of 4 by 5. So it is the ascending order of the fraction. Like that, you will find out ascending order, or same method is for the descending order. Now our next question is word problem. I have taken a rectangular sheet of paper is 6 2 by 3 cm long and 4 1 by 2 cm wide. Find its perimeter. I think all you are aware about the formula of perimeter of rectangle that you have learned in your previous classes, 5th, 6th classes. So the formula is perimeter of rectangle is 2 bracket में length plus breadth. Here the length of sheet is given 6 2 by 3 cm and breadth is given 4 1 by 2 cm. So first they have given in the mixed fraction. We will have to convert it into the improper fraction. Formula of perimeter of rectangle is 2 bracket में length plus breadth. 2 is written, length is 6 2 by 3 and breadth is 4 1 by 2. We will have to convert. 6 is multiplied by 3 plus 2 and 4 is multiplied by 2 plus 1. It's 2 bracket में 6 3 जा 18 plus 2 20 by 3, 4 2 जा 8 plus 1 9 by 2. Now we will have to take the LCM of 3 and 2. The LCM is 6. So now what we will have to do? 6 is divided by 3. How many times? 2 times. So 2 is multiplied in the numerator. It's 20 multiplied by 2. Same, 6 is divided by 2 3 times and 3 is multiplied by 9. Now in the next step, 20 into 2 is 40 and 3 into 9 is 27. When we will add 40 plus 27, we are getting 67 upon 6. Now 6 is cut by 2. This 6 is cut by 2 3 times. 2 1 ja 2, 2 3 ja 6. Now it's 67 by 3. 67 by 3 is the improper fraction. So we will have to convert into the mixed fraction. 3 and 67. 3 2 ja 6. 7. 3 2 ja 6. 1. It's 22 1 by 3 centimeter. So this is our perimeter of the sheet. Next question is subtract 2 by 7 from the sum of 1 by 5 and 4 by 7. So here first we will have to do the addition of 1 by 5 and 4 by 7 and then we will have to subtract 2 by 7 from the answer. So sum is 1 by 5 plus 4 upon 7. LCM of 5 and 7 is, previously also we have done this, 35. It means the LCM is 35. So we will have to write 35 one time. Now 35 in 5 table 7 times, so 1 multiply by 7 plus in 7 table 35 is 5 times, so 4 multiplied by 5. Now 1 multiplied by 7 is 7 and 4 multiplied by 5 is 20. So 7 plus 20 by 5, when we will add, we are getting 27 by 35, right? It is our addition. Now we will have to subtract 2 by 7 from 27 by 30. LCM of 35 and 7 is 35, because 7 is the multiple of 35 is the multiple of 7. So 35 I have written. 35 comes in 35 table 1 time, so 27 is multiplied by 1. 35 comes in 7 table 5 times, so 2 is multiplied by 5. Now 27 is multiplied by 1 is 27, 2 is multiplied by 5 is 10. So 27 minus 10 upon 35, it's 17 upon 35. It means our answer is 17 upon 35. Now here it is in the proper fraction, so we will not convert it into the mixed fraction, right? So here I have taken some sums and I have cleared your concept also about the fraction, so you are able to do the addition and subtraction of fraction, equivalent of fraction, reduced form of the fraction, right? So previously also you have learned about the fraction, but here I have cleared your concept more easily, so you are able to do the fraction sums. Now I will give you some homework questions for the about the fraction. I have taken here the addition of fraction. First, 1 by 3 plus 8 upon 27, B 1 by 4 plus 5 upon 6, C 7 upon 10 minus 1 upon 4, D 1 upon 3 plus 7 upon 9, 5 upon 7 plus 3 upon 4, F 2 upon 3 minus 4 upon 7. That fractions I have taken for your homework, so you can know about yourself that how much the video is helpful for you and how much you have understand about the fraction. After doing the solution, you will check your answer from here. If your answer is this, it means your fraction is correct and you have clear about the concept. If your answer is not correct, so you again see the video, so your concept will be more clear, right? So now bye bye. Now we will meet in our next video, that is multiplication and division of the fraction. Till then, stay at your home.